Okay, we're back, folks. Maybe I'll stop and get me a coffee. The place is filling up. He's got to have 3 or 4 different Christmas trees here. We just bumped into Bud, the guy that used to race the go-karts with my dad way back in the day. Told him how impressed we are with this place. It's just gone up, moving from building to building over the years. And I think the next move is probably back to a garage, right? That's what happens when you get into this kind of stuff. How do you make a small fortune in racing? You start with a big one, right? So here we are with some World Endurance cars. Very cool stuff. Your more modern stuff, and probably very nice to drive. Something like this. The Judd power too, man. This thing screams. Oh man, when we went to Laguna and raced the go-karts, myself and my buddy Francis, if he's looking at me, Frankie, we rode out, drove a motor coach and a big trailer out, and the guys that were driving the cars flew out to Laguna. And it was there when they were running the American Le Mans series, and these cars actually were part of that. The Mazda is a zinger, but this thing here, the Judd was a screamer, man. This thing would scream just a rev, 16, 18,000 revs, like a Formula One car back in the day, and truly something pleasurable to listen to. Cars are rather large when you get right up next to them, you know. See, we walk around old brother Ken here. Heads up, coming through. Symbolism. What's that? What's that?
That cart that Bill Anderson had with the blue tanks of Formula.
Yeah.
Mark's got those tanks.
Was it Hart?
Was it a Hartman?
Yeah, it was a Hartman.
He's got them tanks. I was over there. Where'd you get these? I got them from Bill Anderson.
Well, did he buy the car?
I don't know. He probably did at one time, probably junked them.
It's like they were doing a little repair here, huh?
Yeah, it looks like it.
It's like maybe they added this bump here? Something?
New exhaust system, maybe? So they may have backed this one into the tire world.
Yeah, that looks like a new unit there. It should bust it up a little bit. That's what happens. It's a race car. It's not a show car. It is.
I'd like to sit in a couple of these.
Candidate for president, Dan Gurney. So what is this, Rich? Is this it's a Cobra, right?
Yeah, I don't know if it's a replica or not.
It's got a badge on it there.
Yeah, it's got a Cobra badge in the back too. This is what they did before they built the Daytona Coupe.
Right, yeah. Because they were all convertibles, yep. Right? The AC was a British car, right? Right, it was just like what they did with the Austin Healing and stuff, right? And then they went to Austin Cooper. Right, and it's just a different motor with a British car.
Yep, exactly.
But, we're going to go down the middle here and check this stuff out too. Yeah, yeah, heck yeah. Yeah, what do they call it? Rolling coffin, right?
Rolling coffin, yeah.
Fuel tank.
Sealed up.
Yeah. On the other side and sticky inside the seat.
Taking the corner off of one of these things.
It's a Ford. That's a Cosworth, right? Right? I believe it is.
Yeah. This one's not offset. 66.
It's a nice little restoration here. Look, they got the bottom of the steering wheel cut off. Yeah. Coolant tubes, kid?
Huh?
Coolant tubes? The aluminum tubes are for coolant, right?
Looks like it.
Yeah, this thing is...
Yeah, see, this one's not offset. This is a road course.
Yeah, it's not something I'd be interested in driving. But it's cool to look at. And historic.
That'd be scary.
the brake coolers look pretty cool.
Imagine going
throwing it up.
180 miles an hour in this car.
Let's see, we take a look at that one over there. It's just a 90-degree piece of, it's like aluminum or stainless. Cools the rotor off.
This is the latest designed Indy car, right? Or no? Close. Within 4 or 5 years, maybe? Or Formula One, maybe?
Yeah, it's a Judd V10, so.
Fourth car finished racing.
Yeah.
Yeah. The steering wheel says Cosworth on it.
Remember that picture I showed you?
What is that? It's an Indy car that never. It's an Elon Motorsports
chassis.
car. So this is the cars they were making when me and Kenny went down there. I was looking for a job. They were interviewing me. That's what they were building. These are the Indy cars. They ran them for what, a year or two?
Is that old?
Before they combined them back into one group.
Yeah.
This was a champ car. Yeah. Yeah, there would be a whole bunch of these cars around somewhere. They didn't get much use.
So this is the 90s.
No, it's later than late. When you and I went down there, it doesn't even have a motor in it, eh? No engine in there?
They were building satellites or something.
They were building these too.
Who was?
Elon Motorsports.
I didn't see Elon here.
There's a badge inside the cockpit.
Yeah. It's
Kenny,
on this side.
if you come around this side, you can see it.
Like right past the steering wheel.
Show them where it's at. So I had an interview with Elon to do composite work down there, and me and Kenny drove down Sherry's little Hyundai Accent, ripped down to Georgia for a weekend, and had an interview, and that whole thing never panned out. But I'm glad, because if me and Sherry had moved to Atlanta, which I always wanted to do, to live in Georgia, to work here, 6 months later, a year later, they weren't building these cars. The Champ Car series was dead and gone. So again, Lord looking out for me. Just like that Mazda offer to go to California and do work in their clay. This car was at the old place. I got pictures of this on my computer from a bunch of years ago. So this must be a client or a customer that's been one of their people for years now.
What, Bud and the kids don't have any cars?
Why do they need? They got all kinds of cars to drive. That one's got his name on it. That Camaro right there has Craig's name on it. 71 Lola, 222 Can-Am. Driven by David Causey in the 71 Can-Am series. Best finish 6 at Road America. Restored in 1990.
Log on the lap.
Nice. Let me sneak by you guys here.
Those mirrors are all but useless.
Yeah, well, that's aftermarket stuff. You buy those from Pegasus. You know, I think this is new from the last time, isn't it? I didn't think they had all them holes in there.
I don't think they did either.
I have to look at the pictures on the computer. It's a big old Chevrolet or something right there, though, isn't it?
It's a big block Chevy.
What does the length of that intake do for you? Torque, yeah, because it's shorter, more revs, right?
Yep, that's all.
And
off the
V8s,
corner.
they don't rev, but what, 8, 9, 10 grand? They don't even rev 10 grand. They'll blow up, won't they?
Yeah, 8,500.
8,500. Nice.
Is that aluminum block? I can't see.
It looks like it, yeah.
Yeah. It's probably a L88.
Nice. And we've seen this car before. This is a nice piece. And then back to some more modern stuff. Same owner. Wow. What else can you say about that? Wow. Well, man, you hurt one of these cars and you're in big trouble financially. That's a long car, isn't it?
Yeah,
they
it
just
is.
got longer and longer and longer.
Longer and stable.
They're not any wider, but the wheelbase is longer compared to, say, that old 70s car with something more modern.
Just like they did with Formula One, stretch the wheelbase out, make it more stable.
And that car, the top of it, the highest point ain't more than 4 feet, is it, from the ground?
Oh no, it's barely 3 feet.
Wow. Paul Newman, Elliott Forbes Robinson, Weibrock tearing it up in the Nissans. Remember that? Yeah. That's when racing was racing, baby.
Yeah,
you know.
I like those Nissan cars better than this one. The Bob Sharp cars.
Yeah, yep.
Those were way cool.
Man, those guys had some awesome races too.
Oh yeah, who was the kid? Steve Millen? Johnny O'Connell?
Johnny O'Connell probably was. He's a baby face.
What's that?
The kid.
The kid on the seat.
Yeah, I like the old 240, 260Z.
Yeah.
The fender flares
Yeah,
like this.
yeah.
It wasn't just a wheel flare, it was the whole quarter flare.
Right.
I'd like to build one of them too. That'd be badass. Yeah, this is where the old body would be. That's how wide
The
this
little
guy
Z
was.
car.
Add another foot.
Yeah, little Howard, our buddy from church. Howard, what's up? He just bought himself, got rid of his Harley because he had a detached retina and his vision was screwed up, and his I guess he had to get rid of the Harley, the shaking of the bike. You know, this guy would take 3,000-mile trips, take 2 weeks, and go around the country on his bike. Howard, veteran, thanks for your service, Howard. Appreciate it, buddy. But he just bought a Z car. He bought a 280Z.
Oh, really?
And it's been worked on, but he's tuning it up with some hot rod brakes and some carburetors or whatever, you know. Oh yeah. I said, man, the Z cars are cool. He said, you got to come down. I'll take you for a ride. I said, I'll come down. I'll take you for a ride.
Exactly.
That's right. As soon as I get the back in shape. But that's it. I think from the RM Motorsports shop. This is just a fabulous place. Just fantastic. Amazing. So we're gonna shut the camera off and take in some of the folks that we know from the old days that we've bumped into but haven't got to talk to yet. We're gonna shut the camera off and that's it. So y'all have a Merry Christmas. Happy New Year's. Yeah, it looks like it.
Oh, is it
Might
really?
be. It's awful wide, you know. But, that guy, the other guy said they had already put it back together, didn't he? Yeah. So, say goodbye. Merry Christmas.
All right. Merry Christmas.
So, Happy New Year. If we don't get to see you before then, that's it. From, where are we at?
We're on Motorsports.
Wixom, Michigan. Talk to y'all. Love you. We're praying for you.
Yep. See ya.